Hello, everyone.
Hello. We missed everybody. It's been 2 weeks since we've done a show.
Yeah, we didn't do one for Thanksgiving week. Oh, yeah, no, it's just been 1 week, right? Well, it's been 2 weeks since we did a show.
2 weeks since we did a show.
We didn't skip 2 weeks. I'm sitting in my
Should we
normal
tag
chair. Why are
friends?
you short?
Because I'm probably hunched over.
Sit
I
up in your
have terrible posture. Is that better?
Yeah.
Is that better,
My
OC?
table over
Hey, Jackie.
What up? What up, Brad? What's up, Jackie?
Hey, Brad.
Brad says hola. I don't know what that means.
I think that means Ola.
I know.
Ola.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I feel like it's shorter today.
Maybe it's just because it's tilted wrong. I should have grabbed the tripod. I left it in the car.
So, guys, we had a big bombshell drop this week.
Yes.
In the, yes, Brad. I am blessing the world with my presence. It would be better in this time of year for presents with a TS at the end.
Are you trying to solicit presents from Brad now? Like
No,
Christmas
I said
presents?
I would be giving presents out to the world.
Oh,
You know?
okay, sure.
Yeah. But, I don't fit in chimneys, so that's good.
You don't have your magic Santa sack?
No.
I thought you had the connection
gonna
with
touch
Santa
that.
because I saw your comment on Santa always comes for the giveaway thing today.
Oh, yeah? Oh, next week. Next Thursday, right?
Yeah, but
The
I thought it
giveaway
was
thing.
the question for today.
Oh, the question for today? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, awesome stuff. If you are a member of Ganire and you're not a member on our Ganire Facebook group, you have
should.
to be you have to be a member to be in that group. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we have lots of fun in there. We're still, I think today's day 18? Day 18, I think, on
Is
or
it
19.
already?
Yeah, I know, on 25 days of giveaway. So you should definitely watch that. But the hot topic this week for the past few days, and it was up at the top again this morning, was what?
Was the new contingencies going away as far as status and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Which
status
I will
changes.
say, I see there's first of all, salespeople, I hate to say this, but you guys, we resist change no matter what.
Yeah,
No matter
100%.
what it is.
100%.
When I was running a larger company, I always said we can only change 2 big things a year. And that was kind of our formula. And in my independent company, we're changing a lot because we're, just kind of doing stuff in the very beginning. But we're not changing a lot. We're adding a lot of features and benefits.
Sure.
So anyway.
Well,
the
are you done with that
office and
tangent
stuff like
now?
that.
Are you
Yeah,
done with
yeah.
that tangent?
No, but I mean, my point is no matter what, people don't like change. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Jen. So people are sometimes resistant to change anyway. However, I do think this is a neutral change. To me, it doesn't make any sense why everyone's been out of shape about this for the ones that are, and the ones that, but at the same time, I don't think it's like that cool anyway,
I don't know. I see some of the points that I've seen brought up in Ganire on the Facebook page about people taking advantage, and then I see like the back and forth. I see both sides. So to me, it's a change that's coming. We're gonna have to do it anyway. So you might as well know what's going on. But it's a small step, I think, in the right direction based on a couple things that we're gonna see. So, Craig, when does this change start officially?
Good question. It officially starts January 5th.
Yes.
5th.
Every single one of us got an email yesterday. That's where we're taking our notes off of. Please go in and look at it because it automatically is going to change your listings to the active under contract status, it said, on January 5th. So if you go in and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I getting all these calls on my listing, even though it was contingent, it's because it went to the active under contract status.
Yeah. And quite frankly, I don't think it's such a bad thing. I mean, the only problem is, in my opinion, is this turns pretty much every active under contract into a contingent PS, which I thought was a terrible status, quite frankly.
I do too. But so we're going to talk about what the differences are. So contingent SI, contingent SS, contingent CC, contingent CS, all those are going to go away, okay? And so we're going to have one new status for all those contingencies, but we got to talk about pending too because that's what the difference is between the two. So what does active under contract actually mean, Craig?
Well, active under contract means that the seller has actually accepted an offer, but they want it to still stay on the market. And this is why I think it's kind of dumb. Here's the thing. Not that it's kind of dumb. Let me tell you how you can do your other realtor members a favor and do it the right way. If you put in even the PS nothing irritates me more than seeing a PS in there next to contingent with no agent-only remarks. There should be agent-only remarks. You should put in there, what's going on. Is it active under contract? Is it subject to inspection? Is it contingent on a sale? Is it contingent on a close? Because I know a lot of realtors and a lot of sellers that just had an offer accepted on their house. If they're subject to inspection, they don't want more buyers walking through their house. They're happy with the deal they got worked out. They're doing the inspection,
So that brings us to what the main difference is. So let's go over what pending is first, and then we'll go over the main difference between the two. So pending is an offer that's accepted, but the listing is no longer on the market. And the main difference is active, you're continuing to expose it to the public to solicit backup offers. So that's kind of what we need to make that new definition, right? So if it's contingent and the seller doesn't want any more showings, then you're going to make it pending. Because you have an inspection. If the seller wants to keep it on the market and get backup offers, that's when you're going to keep it active. And then pending, the property is no longer exposed to the public. And the seller doesn't want backup offers. So that's meaning it's going to be pulled down from Zillow and Realtor. Honestly, I kind of feel like it's going to give us a little bit more control over the listings going out to these third-party services now.
It will, because pendings will not syndicate. That's my understanding anyway.
Right, and that's what I was reading too. So it'll give us a little bit more, if we want to keep it active, and the seller wants to keep it active just to make sure, they don't have a deal that falls through, because we all know in this tight inventory, buyer's remorse is at an all-time high. So that's why it's nice to have that active under contract. But I do agree with Craig in the aspect of, for once.
Whoa.
You should, in the notes, especially if you're contingent upon sale or whatever, you should let other agents know so they kind of know what they're going into.
Yeah, if you're fishing for a backup offer, or maybe the inspection, a bunch of weird requests, and it's a dominant seller's market, and your seller's thinking, let's see if we can get a backup offer, something like that, that's fine. But I think it all should be disclosed in agent-only remarks. So, because every active under contract is going to be an email or a phone call to the listing agent before someone goes out and shows it. Your phone's going to be ringing. Yep, and buyers are going to ask us to do it.
Yep, and we are already doing that a lot. I think a lot of the frustration of why people are going back and forth in the Ganayar thread is because of all of our frustrations with the low inventory, right? And we're having to submit 5, 6, 7, 8 offers for buyers, especially ones that are close to the pin on where their sales price is at and whatnot. So it's a really tough competitive time right now. So anything that can help us in that regard is going to be a good thing.
Yeah, I think so. But ultimately, I don't think this is a really big change. It's actually will probably save a little bit on some people that hypothetically in the past have not marked subject to inspection to pending fast enough and maybe got a fine by Ganayar because they did it a day late and maybe got a $25 fine. It happens sometimes to even people that hypothetically might be president of the board. I don't know. I mean, it could happen to us. So anyway.
Yeah. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, and that's what it's all about. But this will help. The new agents always ask me, what are the 6 different contingencies? What does this mean, right? So it does help simplify it a little bit.
I will say this also. There are members of both boards that did not know whether PS stands for please show or pending sale. And that is... that's still, it means the same thing basically, but what it actually, the acronym meant. It pretty much means the same thing, yeah.
Please show I take as a backup offer, and pending sale, I don't know why you would use that status, but.
Just to irritate other brokers.
That's what I mean, so it's what?
So at least
it wouldn't be pending
that's why I'm happy that status is leaving. I really am.
Well, we already have a pending, so we don't need a PS, so that's why. Hey,
what's up, Jennifer Parham? She could probably articulate this a lot better than I can because she's on the MLS board. She knows this stuff a little bit better than I do. But
true, but we're doing the best we can to let everybody know.
We're doing fine, Parham. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Jennifer's doing that 25. That was their idea, which is going fantastic, which is awesome.
25 giveaway days or whatever.
Yep.
Good job, Jennifer.
Yeah,
I actually like that.
Just a
I don't hit every
idea.
day, but it was a really good idea.
I hear. Pete, the CEO of Ganayar, was saying how it went above and beyond what they expected and things like that. So it's been great. Everyone in the committee's doing great jobs. What?
She says nope, laugh out loud.
Well, whatever. She's probably talking about something else.
I don't know.
No. But anyway, so So anyway, so let's move past this a little bit. It's Friday. You guys don't want to just talk about this, pending status all day long, right? What else are we going to talk about?
Well, I think the next one is a little bit of a hotter topic than
Hot topic.
what you're talking about. So coming soon, no show. So we can now put in, we had this a little bit, I think during COVID, right? We had a status. It wasn't the same name, but it was similar. So you can now put a listing in the MLS, which will only go to our MLS for up to 14 days, for no showings. If it's after 14, you have to withdraw it, just like it was, during COVID. Well, I guess it's still during COVID right now, I guess, but, so let's see. But remember with that, there's an authorization form you must fill out. And what happens if you show it during that status being active, Craig?
I don't know.
Really?
No, I know. $1,000 fine. Woo!
$1,000 fine, folks. $1,000
$1,000
fine. So make sure that you are, remember, we're our own policing MLS. So make
But hold
sure.
on, there's some confusion on that though.
Why?
Because
That was what Pete
Okay.
said in the Ganyer thing.
but the new rules with coming soon and stuff where you have 72 hours to have it in the MLS.
Yeah.
I guess you could coming soon it for 3 days or 72 hours. It's not
This
business days or anything like that.
Submitting a listing in the coming soon no-show status within 72 hours of the effective date of the listing agreement will satisfy listing submission rules for our MLS within 24 hours if the listing is marketed publicly.
And that's another thing. If you market it publicly with coming soon, though, you have 24 hours to get it into the MLS. So talk to your managing brokers about that one. Don't necessarily listen to Hanson and say, well, Nicole said it was fine. It's not fine.
I didn't say it was fine.
Well, you kind of said it was fine for 14 days. They could do that.
It is because
There's different things,
No.
but if you put it in there and then post it on social media, you just cut your
Right.
time down to 24 hours.
you cannot. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's only on the MLS and when you're not actively marketing it to the public.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree on that one. So, yeah, I wasn't saying anything bad. I guess I just didn't give enough information.
Yep. You heard it here, folks. She didn't give enough
Whatever.
information.
Well,
Don't worry. That's why I'm here, guys. Fact checking the Nicole and Craig shows for the last 2.5 years.
Whatever. And the last status has changed to days on market. I don't know. Neither of us are really excited about that change, I don't think. So we didn't really write anything down about it.
First of all, this is another one that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't think this does the seller any good. So I was never on board with cumulative days on market. But I'll tell you at least why it became a thing back in my earlier days. For anyone who has a 4-digit agent ID will remember some of this.
Oh, good Lord.
No, I'm just
Going
saying.
back to the John Wayne
anyone's,
days.
Yeah,
What?
anyone's old like me, back then, what people would do is they would let the listing expire and then relist it that same day. The days on market would reset to 0. In theory, they would think that it would show up new on the hot sheet. It would do all this kind of stuff. So then they came out with cumulative days on the market because, quite frankly, it got out of control. Everyone after, people are doing 30-day, 90-day listing contracts and then letting it or withdrawing it even for a day and then relisting it again to wash the days on market. So cumulative days on market did solve that problem. Now to reset your clock to 0, you have to have 2 months off the market, if I remember correctly. I think it's 60 days. Is that right? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I was trying to see what the new changes are. I don't know. We didn't really read that part before. So
Well,
if anybody knows,
cumulative days on market. There's a whole page that talks about how
It's this one right
what's
here.
calculated. Yeah, there was a picture graph that somehow didn't print up, but
so I can't tell you that then.
yeah, I mean it's in the email that Ganyer sent out today, I think.
Yesterday.
Earlier or yesterday. Well,
Yesterday.
I got an email today also.
Oh, you did?
Well, today was the Managing Brokers edition or something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
why.
But it was pretty much reiterated the same email. But that's something too, just to keep in mind.
We're like dead air now.
I know. I just
We
stopped
have
talking.
4 whole people watching. Thank you for the 4 diehards that are watching us right now. I know it's late on a Friday. We should have put something out earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
we can share it and people will actually watch
Sorry, I ate a vitamin on an empty stomach and my tummy hurt. So that's true. You guys ever do that? Oh man, I was
No.
man down for like an hour. It was brutal.
it. I always take my
Actually, an hour
vitamins
and
at
a
night.
half.
I take my vitamins at night.
Well, when you get older, Hanson, you might have to take blood pressure pills every morning.
We're the same age.
We're the same age. I love that show.
Oh no, you're old.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, you are.
Aren't
6
you?
months.
Yeah.
I'm only 41. You're like 42.
I wasn't going to ask. But yeah, I am 42.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you had a safe Thanksgiving.
Yes, for sure.
I was going to say Halloween. Hey, I hope you had a safe Halloween also.
Stay safe out there. COVID, blah, blah. We all know what's going on. Wear your mask, hand sanitize, do what you need to do, especially in between showings. Thanks, Chandra.
Thank you, Chandra.
Yeah, so stay safe out there so we can see you next week.
Yep, stay safe out there. And for all of you guys who watched to the very end, I have a bonus for you. This is a blue paperclip.
Oh my gosh, you're such a nerd. Bye.